Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Today's random, Judas, and that is exactly the character I was hoping for, honestly. So, Judas has only one heart, but a 1.35 damage multiplier, and the Book of Belial, which adds 2 damage, and just by holding it you gain a 12.5% Devil Room chance increase. Sadly, I don't have quite enough damage to just like one-shot everything. Yet. Pretty much any old damage up this early will get me there. So what I do need is soul hearts. Or health. Like, I need anything that makes it so that I don't die really quickly. Basically, if I get hit, I'll just die. By some things, at least. But I will totally spend money to reroll this. Sometimes you don't get lucky, though. And that's okay. Ooh, that was a really close one. I actually feel like I should be dead. So, seeing that second locked door means that the first one that we spawned next to was indeed a library. I always expect it to be a library if we spawn right next to it, but at least one time... And I mean it's like one or it's maybe two. And not like, oh, it might have happened a handful of times. No, it's happened to me, I think, once. I have spawned directly next to the shop. Not even on basement 1. I think it was basement 2. Which is even less likely. Meaning it can... It doesn't have to be a library just because you spawn next to it. But the closer of the two... to the spawn from single key rooms is almost always going to be a library. I can't get to any of these, and they would be so useful. I need something that gives me flight. Or just to like have enough invincibility to somehow grab them all. But I think that that's just not happening. I also can't keep the Book of Belial and also have any of those items. Like use one of the two that gives me a soul heart or black heart. So right now I'm just like getting screwed. Really, dude? So that's a black heart though. 3 bomb drops. This is useful. Except when it's dumb and screws me over a little bit like it tried to. Is this my secret room? No. So that means that this most likely is. Because it can't be next to the top secret room in this game like it could in the original. Want to hit me up? Take that as a no. It's a definite no. So as much as I would love to pick up all of these books, I can't without wasting health. The Bible would give me flight. Actually, this can work. And you actually get to keep the flight now, even when you pick up something else. See? So, I can use both of these. So I traded health. And I got a bunch of books out of the pool. It might be prudent for me to take this, because I don't really need damage and I'm going to really need health. I think I'll do it. So this gives me a soul heart, usable every floor. Or every 6 rooms, and guarantees a horseman fight if it's possible for me to get one, meaning I haven't fought one on the current pair of floors. Also increases my Devil Room chance. If it's halved like every other Devil Room chance was, it's going to be 17.5%. It was 35% initially. I messed that up. Didn't analyze the room fast enough to see which room it was. And by the time I figured it out, I had already put myself into a position where I was screwed. Happens. Alright. Those poops were being lucky, so I figured I would throw them a bone and shoot them in the face. Not the knee, not the arm, not the spine. Alright. This is still going pretty quickly. I am going to be sad about not having extra damage. But I'll just get damage ups anyway. Lost Fly, not super useful, but it's pretty good when it does something. It goes to downward when I enter a room, and whatever it hits, wall, rock, obstacle of any sort, it will start going around counterclockwise, and if it hits something, it does 7 damage per hit at a pretty high rate. Okay, cool. So, like, if there is something against the wall, it murders it. But it doesn't really get a chance to murder many things. Joker is a Devil Room, guaranteed. So that's cool. Or Angel Room, of course. It's a teleport to whichever one exists on the floor. This floor I won't have a use for it. But next floor, the floor after, I might. Don't do it. Full health and 4 soul hearts, that's a pretty big pickup. And I will absolutely take the succubus. Bounces around. Inside that black aura, enemies take a third of my damage rounded down, I believe it is. And if I'm inside the black aura, I gain a 1.5 damage multiplier, and that does stack with other 1.5 multipliers. Unlike the other 1.5 multipliers that don't. This is the only one that does. Hello, friends. Let's see what's in here since we can. Nothing, that's fine. That's also fine. Hey, this time it's moving clockwise. Why you do this? How did I get it going clockwise there? Why did that happen? Help. Help, please. So 6 minutes isn't great, but it's not bad either. It is not bad. It probably won't make boss rush. Trying to keep these dudes scared into staying in the corner, but like, they die too fast and I can't get the Lost Fly to kill them. I just want the Lost Fly to feel useful. That's all. I just want to feel like a team. So this floor we should actually get a Pestilence fight. No thanks on the build reroll. Okay. Dead. Ah, why'd you gotta bounce that way? I want the 1.5 multiplier. Get over here. I don't think it's gonna get over here. I was gonna say, man. It might be just like trapped up there. It might not even be able to bounce where I need it to in that situation. Wouldn't that be a shame? But look at Succubus doing great work. That's super appreciated. Okay, so that guy's the most dangerous because that one actually, like, shoots at me. Okay, everything went well that room. I only have 3 cents, so I'm not going to the probable shop there. I do have a bunch of soul hearts, so I'm not going to be against going to the devil room, even if I don't get a health up from this boss. Oops, almost screwed myself over there. Thank you for finally giving me bombs. Was there a tinted rock somewhere that I was interested in, is the question? Not on this floor, I don't think. That probably should have hit me. However, it didn't. I am okay with this. I was pretty lucky. As was that. Staying that close to this boss and not getting hit when it does that attack is kind of just... Got lucky. And then I ran into that one, so that kind of makes up for it a little bit. I was just trying to maximize my damage output. Kind of makes sense, too, when I don't have the Book of Belial anymore. So Ball of Bandages blocks tears, does 7 contact damage to enemies, and does it frequently. So we got the mark, which is 1 damage up, 0.2 speed up, and 1 soul heart, so it even partially paid for itself. I'm just gonna go. So, that 1 damage up really significantly improves my chances of not caring about the Book of Belial. Remember, I already got Pestilence, and this is still the cave, so I won't fight a horseman this floor for using this, because there isn't one to fight. That's all good. And of course, my increase in damage increases the damage that the succubus is doing with its aura. Means good life. Dang. I want that. Harlequin baby is pretty much useless, but I guess I'm taking everything right now. Everything that doesn't cost money or health. And it shoots a V of Tears. It does decent damage when you hit with it. Just, you know, don't hit with it as much as you might want to. Oh, you had to spawn one there. Shoots Homing Tears, and I'll go to here, which I was hoping for Krampus, and this is a garbage item, and I'm not taking it, and that's fine. It's like actually just a useless item. It's pretty terrible. Okay, let's go. Made up all of the time that we lost. So boss rush is possible. Every 3 waves I'd get a soul heart. So depending on how my build is going, next floor will determine on if I actually do boss rush. So far I'd say it really isn't likely, because this just is not boss rush material. This is hardly gonna be material for the womb. And I've already guaranteed that I'm getting a horseman this floor. Halo helps, all stats up. It's a good pickup. Okay, it's not quite where I wanted to be, but I guess it got me closer to where I did want to be. And even that minor tears up is kind of a big deal. Kind of. Sweet, that was helpful at least. You're an alright guy sometimes, Curse the Maze. Ooh, that was really close to me getting hit. I'm destroyed. Sure. I profited. It was close, just had to be confident. It's all about spacing. Love the melee stuff. Like, as nice as it is to have played to a point where you can afford to get hit a lot and not care, having to not get hit when doing the melee stuff and doing it right feels good. I'm gonna sneeze. Alright. We made it. And this room was fine. 12 minutes is where I want to be last floor ending, so we're making great time right now. Okay, that was perfect. Get our second ball of bandages, so this shoots along with me and it shoots Charm Tears. Good news. Still bad money. No Tinted Rock in here. Done what we can as far as the items that are dropping and just not being very useful. So obviously this floor we couldn't get a horseman even if we hadn't gotten one last floor because it's the mom fight. Okay, you're about to die. Don't need that. Hopefully we'll get this devil room. Because that means we're at least guaranteed. Well, we're actually, no, never mind. Last floor's devil room means we were at least guaranteed one more. But this floor's just means this floor's, you know, whatever. We might get another one, we might not. You never know. The Lost Fly certainly would have had that if I had given it the opportunity to got that. But it's cool. Oops. It's a little too far. Why did you... I don't mind or anything, I guess, but, like, why? Okay, this is cool. I just did that to have a really clean, harmless, guaranteed way to get to the other side. Yeah. That was all around good. Back off from the explosion. Died really fast there, so that's good. Alright, cool. Not having to deal with any of the jumping, I think, is worth getting hit in the Monster 2 fight. Like, if it goes that perfectly, I do that pretty much every time I have the health, and right now I certainly do. Okay, cool. I can use that in a little bit once I've gotten a full charge for this. So the only thing could have been better there would have been if I had had the multiplier for, like, all of them. But, like, everything died. So it was no big deal. Okay, so we get 2 soul hearts right now. We're still looking for the item room. The money drops have been absurdly low. Considering that I haven't been to one shop and I've only had 7 cents pretty much all game. I'll go back for that. Unfortunately right now I don't have a black heart, and that's like the one thing I want most. Well, I don't have a black heart that's easily accessible. But that room went super fast. This is an okay item. Probably won't get too much use out of it, but follows me on a 3-second delay, and if I shoot through it, it doubles my tears and my familiar's tears. And they also get refreshed range. I'm gonna check it out. As expected, nothing too exciting. But, hey. Let's go fight the boss. See if boss rush is really, really enticing. Alright. This is just not a strong run so far. None of the items have been particularly eventful. Krampus is actually pretty helpful, provided we get the lump of coal, which is damage up and tier size up, based on the distance that a tier has traveled. The items in there weren't good. Not worth it. Alright. But we'll see what we can do with this. I don't know that it's promising. But it's something. Don't necessarily want a 3rd level bandage girl, but it means that I can play safe, even though that's not necessarily a good thing, because it also means I won't have any orbitals, but here we are, we're getting it. I actually didn't see what hit me. But since I really would like a small rock, I actually am going to kind of check these rocks for tinted rocks. Oh god, I hate these champions. These guys are actually the worst, because they just spend all fight spitting targeted spiders at you at light speed. So you actually have to dodge, because you can't kill them while they're launching at you. Can't kill them until they land. I thought I killed that one. So, you know, really, really, really unfun boss. But it's not like a bad boss, it's just not a fun one. You know? It sucks in that it's difficult in a unique way that's not particularly fun to deal with. But it's difficult in a unique way. And it's not like there's anything wrong with its design choice, it's just not very fun. Cool. So we've got death here, as one would expect. I didn't move in time. So from death, we'll get our third ball of bandages. With our third ball of bandages, we get a bandage girl. She no longer blocks tears. She runs around. She damages stuff. She's good. She still shoots tears. Yeah. And they can still charm stuff. Empty Vessel's a huge pickup. It gives us 2 black hearts. And if I have no red heart containers, it gives me flight. And every 40 seconds, starting at 0, you get invincibility for about 10 seconds. Well, I was confident. Meaning every 2 minutes, and then you only have to remember a couple. So I know that the next one is 1920. If I'm in a combat room, I get it, though. Let's take our random teleport. Get some over here now. Why don't you want to attack them? See, this is why I miss having an orbital. Because I could have done that myself really effectively. But I was not allowed. Well, it steered me in the right direction, that teleport. So I will appreciate it forever. Okay. Almost got it. Alright, time to chill back here. It would be nice if perhaps... Alright, now with the invincibility I can get her in there. Look at her go. Did not get that devil room, and no, this is not a good hush build. So, away we go. And we're up on our health, so this is pretty nice. I actually don't want to use it until I'm missing a full... like, until I get hit, basically. Because once I get hit, I will be able to keep the half-heart interval. And there are items that potentially make the half-heart interval useful. So... the dream is just save the half-heart interval. Simply because the build is not particularly strong. It's not weak, it's just not super good. It's safe, though. It's a build that should be able to do fine. It's just not explosive or anything like that. My fire rate is pretty bad. My damage is, you know, decent. Circumstantially pretty good. Okay. Get in there, girl. Okay. There you go. Bandage girl doing work. She's gonna let me dodge a lot more, which is at least nice. I'm acting like I can't get hit or something. I can get hit just fine. I have 2 hearts laying around and I'm at 11 and a half. This is like as good as it gets. Just about, at least. Okay. You need to stay far away, doing more damage and stuff. Cool. Justice is solid. Well, there goes that plan. And actually, since I got a soul heart from that, it was kind of a mistake. to, thank you, Bandage Girl, for noticing. Activate, because that meant that it was a hazard to go walk over that soul heart by accident. Well, this wasn't the right way. Easy enough room, though. Whoops. Not gonna go back for the soul heart because it's not necessary. Really? This is the wrong way? Color me surprised. Alright, just chill. Bomb out. We can grab the heart this time. This will be the right way, some way or another. At least it was no fighting. No small rock, dream. So many soul hearts. What did I do to deserve this? Still no small rock, dream. But this should be a pretty easy fight. Just kind of relax and let Bandage Girl do a lot of the work. See, look at her go. What a hero. Okay. Good. No problem there. Let's see how my health is, if I kept it managed properly. I sure did. Oh, that sucks. 2 health up, only half a heart filled, so it doesn't ruin my invincibility, but like I didn't want it. Little haunt. Track stuff down, does 2 damage per hit, chance to fear. And homing tears, that'll actually be pretty useful. But at least ruining the half heart interval doesn't matter at all. Because now I actually have a half red heart. But now I have to be careful to not pick up any red hearts. You never know, man. Dead? Nice. Getting Bandage will just do work. I think there's one more dude. I guess not making noise anymore. Right, I can't fly anymore as well. Forgot about that. That's kind of another big reason why I wouldn't want a bucket of lard. I'm sure I'll fight a gluttony. Just kill it first when possible, so that I don't get a health up and full health. But I still have heart containers, which means just no. Guess I'll just use it. Kind of want the black heart on top, but whatever. Alright, Bandage Girl. Oh, that would have been so helpful. We're kind of almost done, though, on the plus side. With this room. Ow, I don't know why I thought I'd have more invincibility than I did. And the homing does mean that sometimes tears will like loop around enemies before hitting, which means a little bit more from Lump of Coal. And I can blow this up for free item. Virus gives me contact poison to enemies and a chance when those enemies die that they drop a black heart. It's a decent chance as well since I have to get hit for it. So that's cool, except I don't really want to. Where are you? Alright, so it wasn't this one. Yeah, everyone kill each other for me. Okay, so I can't avoid damage here. This is just one of the common unfair damage rooms. If you can't kill this thing instantly, or get lucky about where it stops. Okay. This is going well, at least. This is an easy room. And homing makes everything nice. It's a little slow, but that's totally fine. You the last enemy? You the last enemy? Yeah. This is a lot of large rooms in a row. Oh, and it looped. Today is terrible. I don't want to trust it. Whoa. This is just... My DPS makes this room a total mess. That was close. Got an item for it at least. Great, thanks. So now I don't even have Polaroid invincibility. This could screw me. Well, at least this was right. Did all those double rooms for no reason, though. Alright, remember, I don't have invincibility. Alright, well, I'll just get Little Haunt and Bandage Girl on this. And then dodge my way to victory. Why did two of those curve the other way? That was neat. I really didn't think that those would curve all that way back. So yeah, this dude's just screwed from damage over time from those two. No problem. So that was like just about the weakest Judas run I've had like ever, but in not a bad kind of weak way, in a more interesting kind of weak way. Works for me. That is going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.